Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope you are okay and fine at your homes and away from corona, but you don't have to be away from our channel, okay? I know you are not away from this channel, and I believe that you are adding to your skills and your knowledge and your betterment, okay? Now let's discuss the adjective phrases today, okay? Adjective phrases are the phrases which act like adjectives, okay? What are the adjectives, by the way? Adjectives are the words that describe some noun, okay? You all know that, and the same is done, means adjective phrases also describe some noun. Look at the board and look at the definition as well. What are the adjective phrases? An adjective phrase does what the adjectives do. An adjective phrase does what the adjectives do. It means that the same function is performed by the adjective phrases. The function which is performed by the adjectives means the detail or the information or the description of noun is given by the adjectives and the adjective phrases, okay? Now let's have a look at the examples to understand more about the adjective phrases. The principle, let's suppose I'm writing a sentence or I'm saying a sentence, the principle. Which principle? Okay, which? Of my school. Of my school. So this of my school is telling me which principle I'm talking about, okay? The principle. Which principle? Of my school. So it is an adjective phrase describing a noun, the principle, okay? Which principle? Of my school. Now we can complete the sentence saying is an efficient man, okay? The principal of my school is an efficient man, okay? Okay, now sentence number 2, okay? The man behind her success, okay? Now which man we are talking about? There's a man behind her success. This her refers to some lady. So if we complete the sentence, the man behind her success is now disappeared, okay? The man behind her success is not seen for many days, okay? Now look at the third example. The car. Which car am I talking about? The car driven by my son. Now look at this group. This group of words is a phrase. It doesn't have any finite verb. It is grammatically arranged, properly arranged, has got some sense but not complete sense, is a fragment without a finite verb, is a phrase. But why is it an adjective phrase? Because it is describing the car. This phrase is describing the man, which is a noun. Look at the third sentence. A tree bearing ripe fruit. Which tree you are talking about? A tree bearing ripe fruit. It means that this bearing ripe fruit is describing a noun, and that is why this whole group would be an adjective phrase. But you have to see whether it has a finite verb or not. If it has a finite verb, it is not a phrase. So it doesn't have a finite verb. Bearing is not a finite verb. It is the participle. When participle is not used along with some helping verb, it is not a finite verb. It is a non-finite verb. So non-finite verb can be there, no issues. But if there isn't any if there is any finite verb, then the group becomes a clause, not a phrase. But in this condition, when there isn't any helping verb added to bearing, which is the present participle, it is a phrase. Bearing is non-finite verb. That is why this group is a phrase, because it is describing a noun. That is why it is an adjective phrase, okay? Now come to the next example, please. An apple. An apple. Which apple are you talking about? I'm talking about the Apple of discord, an apple of discord. Which apple of discord? This of discord is describing the apple, which is a noun. That is why it is an adjective phrase, okay? Come to the next example. Another idiom, by the way, that is a bone of contention. Which bone are you talking about? Every bone? No, I'm not talking about every bone. It is the bone of contention. Which bone? Of contention. So, bone is being described by the phrase, that is why it is an adjective phrase. Okay, come to the next example. A student. Which student are you talking about? A student without any M. Very sad if there is some student without any M. A student without any M. Now this without any M is a group of words describing a noun. Student is a noun. When a noun is described by a phrase, it is an adjective phrase. Okay? Come to the last example. The sky. Which sky are you talking about? Beyond my reach. I am unable to touch that. I am talking about the sky beyond my reach. So this beyond my reach is describing the sky about which I am talking, or the sentence is going to be made. This group of words describing the sky is a phrase. If it is a phrase, it is an adjective phrase. Why is it a phrase? Because it is a group. Why is it a phrase? Because it doesn't have any finite verb. Why is it a phrase? Because it doesn't give any complete sense unless it is added to the bigger part of the sentence or the other part of the sentence. So, my dear students, adjective phrases are very common. When you write, you know it or you don't know, you write or you supply adjective phrases in your sentences. Okay, like a car without doors, a man of words. Of words is the adjective phrase. Okay, a car. Which car? Parked near my house. Okay. A car. Which car? Parked near my house is very expensive. A car is very expensive. Which car? Parked near my house. So these are the adjective phrases, and I hope that you have bettered your previous knowledge. Yes or not? Yes? Okay. Take care, please. Thank you.